Hi there, beautiful souls. This is Dilosh from Girl and Her Moon. Okay, so we are going to be looking at the energies as we tap into the energetic field. What this new moon in Pisces is going to bring forth for all the zodiac signs. So this new moon in Pisces will be occurring on somewhere between the 18th and 19th of March 2026, depending on where you are located. And it will occur at 28 degrees, which is known as the anaretic degree. I think I did mention this before as well. The anaretic degree, or the critical degree, is usually like 0 to 3 degrees, or it could be 27 to 30 degrees. Okay, because 30 degrees is the last degree. So this is like the initial stages from 0 to 3 degrees will be like the initial stages of the seed trying to push through the earth, or that little chick trying to break through the shell of the egg. So it's the birthing process. Okay, it comes through with contractions. It's not an easy process. So that is why it's called an anaretic degree, because it's not an easy energy. And there's also the 27 to 30 degrees, or you could say 28 to back to 0 degrees, somewhere around there, is known as the anaretic degree, because it is the completion or the ending degree. It's like the first 3 degrees are like the birthing, the last 3 degrees are like the ending or completion or death. And death does not mean ending in the sense of decay and nothingness. It just means it's a transformation. And again, it is a full-on completion, ending, moving on to the next brand new beginning. It's a cycle. Okay, so the anaretic degrees usually carry the contractions, carry the pain, carry the heaviness, as it eases into and settles into more peaceful energy. Okay, so this is a new moon, and new moons always mark a start, usually with the lunar cycle. It's traditionally known as a time to set intentions, new intentions, projects, and things that you desire to manifest. Yes, you can write down a list of things that you want to manifest. Okay, but it's in Pisces. Okay, and Pisces energy is also the last sign in the zodiac wheel. Okay, so if we have, imagine this being like an analog clock. Okay, and we've got 12 here, we've got 3 here, we've got 6 here, and we've got 9 here. So 12 is where the Pisces energy is. It is the culmination of all the signs that it travels through in its life's journey. Okay, so think of it like 1 o'clock is like, in the tarot, would be considered like the Fool. The Fool is at 0. Okay, so if we look at the Fool card, it is a 0 card. I don't know if I can find it, but it represents the very beginning. It is like the embryo, not even the birthed child. It is the embryo. It is the seed. It is what is being conceived. So you could even say it's like the conceived egg. Okay, it's not even a born child as yet. It is the embryo or the fetus. Okay, it's the very beginning of a journey, a life's journey. So there we go, the Fool card. Okay, it's a 0 card. You can see the 0 there. So it represents a brand new beginning. Now Pisces, on the other hand, is the completion, because 1 o'clock is like the beginning. Okay, even, you know, like between 12 and 1 o'clock, where the 0 point is, that's where the beginning is, because the 1 o'clock can be considered as Aries energy. Okay, so it goes all the way around in this life's journey as it experiences all of the characteristics of all the zodiac signs, and it matures, and it embodies all of the characteristics of the signs within it. Okay, so Pisces energy is the highest mature energy in the zodiac, and it contains all the characteristics of all the other signs within it. It is multidimensional. It is actually the holistic aspect of the zodiac. It represents the human being in its wholeness. So having a new moon in Pisces, okay, now I'm not saying that Pisces is an amazing sign. It is complete, it is mature, it, you know, it's absolutely wonderful. With everything in this world, there is always the dark side, okay, which is the downside or the flaw. If there is the upside, there is always going to be a downside, because everything exists in duality. Now, there is a trinity that is just related to the creation, okay, the creation of the duality. In other words, the positive and negative energies, or what we would consider the divine feminine and divine masculine energies. When they come together, there is a creation. So the connection of the father and the mother, the child or the son is born. And the sun just represents the soul. It is the soul. Because if you look at the sun, we consider as sun is actually sun. Okay, it is the soul, the solar. Okay, and you can write it as the soul. Okay, you can write it as a soul, but it's actually the soul or the solar, as in the sun. Okay, so the Pisces energy represents a multi-dimensional energy, and if we look at the chakras, the Pisces energy is connected to the 12th chakra, which is the cosmic gateway chakra. Okay, so it's our connection to the other dimensions. So the reason why it's called cosmic, it doesn't have specifically anything related to the space. It represents everything in space as well as everything in between, okay, the dimensions. So it is a very spiritual energy, it is a very high vibrating energy, and being in this last degree, the anaretic degree, in a new beginning energy of the new moon, it is very potent. Okay, so it is also where during this time when this moon happens, there are also certain planets that are coming together in a very rare gathering. Okay, and they're all positioned in Pisces simultaneously. Okay, so we've got Mercury, we've got Mars, we've got the North Node, and the Sun, and the Moon. They're all together. Okay, and this is called a stellium. Okay, and what this does is that, you know, they're all together, they're coming together. Think of them like people. Okay, coming together, they're coming together and having a conversation or having a party, or okay, so it represents this rare combination coming together. And this energy, in a new beginning energy of the new moon, with the ending degree energy of the Pisces ending sign, okay, so ending as in 28 degrees, which is just before the 30 degrees, and it's in the last sign. Okay, so it's like a new beginning as well as an ending, and it is very spiritual. So, and it's also very introverted, so there's a lot of internal stuff coming through, soulful stuff coming through, and it's like ending a lot of internal things and getting ready for the new beginning, because it's a new moon. It's like nothing we've experienced before. Now, you probably heard a lot of astrologers saying this: nothing you've experienced before, nothing you've experienced before. But to me, this is pretty much like a lot of deep set, because Pisces is, you know, the fish, and it is represented, it is the element of water, and fish swim in deep water, and this is like deep stuff coming through, and water represents emotions. Water carries information. Water is like, if you know, analogy of technology, you know, if I give you an analogy related to technology, it's like the software. Okay, so the software is being cleansed, antivirus, okay, program put in there, cleansed, and reset, because it's the ending, okay, and you're getting ready for the new beginning of a new way of being. This could be like releasing a lot of karmic stuff as well. But every sign will go through specific things. So certain things that have been halted, for example, because of this Jupiter retrograde also that we had since November, even though we've got Mercury retrograde still happening, Jupiter retrograde is going direct. And it's in a good position, so it's very lucky. What this means is that with this moon energy, because it's in a good sign, which is also water energy, water element in Cancer, going direct, whatever that was halted around November, that kind of like stopped and didn't move, is starting to move now. Okay, so things are becoming more clear, becoming more, what to do next, basically. It's like you were not clear on which way to go or how to deal with all of this stuff that you were faced around November. Now you know which way to go. You know what to do, and things are going to move fast forward with ease. Okay, it's not going to be like a full-on marathon. It's going to be more with ease. And this energy in the collective can also represent a lot of deep set things that have been, like, because it's relating to the spiritual realm, it can have something to do with emotions, it can have something to do with certain spiritual beliefs or belief systems. Okay, so it's kind of having a good hard look at where you are and what you believe in, and how is it kind of like relating to the collective. Because Pisces is empathic, Pisces is compassionate, so it will not do anything that is going to hurt anyone else. More so, Pisces will end up being the victim because they're so giving. So during this time, it would be like taking a good hard look at your belief system and seeing whether this is actually hurting other people or not. Okay, but take this information with your own discernment, because everyone has their own beliefs. And the other thing is that we all, with our thoughts, our intentions, our feelings, emotions, our intentions, we're all contributing in manifesting a collective reality, each and every single one of us. So there's something there that each and every one of us have to really have a good look at where we are. I think looking at the person in the mirror and doing what we have to do in the best way possible and moving forward that way. Okay, so I've got the website written here, girlantomoon.com. Now we've got a lot of stuff there. We've got freebies, amazing things. Just know that we are also, besides all of this amazing information that we have there, just know that we are also growing with you. Okay, not as a business only, but as, not as a community only, but as individuals that are contributing to this community. We're growing with you at a soulful level, okay, through the experience. So we are growing with you. Let's grow together. Okay, let's grow. Let's embrace a more loving, more compassionate energy that we can contribute to the collective together. Okay, all right, so let's start this reading. And this is Pisces. Okay, so I'm going to start with Pisces. I'm going to be I did say that before as well, but I think the last reading I actually did start with Aries. But whatever the new moon is in, or when I do a moon reading, whichever sign it's in, that's the sign that I will start the reading with. Okay, so it's Pisces, and Pisces, you're not last this time. So you are first. The best. You're always the best. Okay, so I've got some tarot cards, and I've got these cards which are known as the Soul Journey cards. Okay, so I will also ask for some cards through the Soul Journey cards as well, and see what comes through. Okay, so let's start with Pisces. Okay, so Pisces energy. Loneliness. Okay, let's just keep that there and ask for some cards through the tarot cards. Now, I'm going to ask for 5 cards through the tarot cards. Oh, look at that. That actually revealed itself to you. Okay. Look at that. That's beautiful. Okay, so what I have here is this card, which is saying loneliness. I know that I am never alone. Well, this is probably reflecting something that you may have felt recently. Okay, and when I say recently, not like in the recent months. I probably, you know, I'm getting the energy of the last 2.5 years, maybe 3 years. Okay, why am I saying that? Because I've got the devil here. The devil is relating to Saturn. Now, Pisces was in Saturn, okay? And it really did make it very hard for you. You probably felt lonely, but this is saying to you and confirming to you that you're not alone, okay? You're not alone. You're never alone, okay? So this new moon, what I see here is, it's like this Saturn energy is ending, because we see the Knight of Cups here and the Magician. Most of all, we see the Sun as in, you know, this beautiful outcome energy. It's moving towards this Sun energy. So, and the Knight of Cups can also point towards Neptune energy as well, okay? Okay, so what does this mean for you at the personal level? Because this is your moon, okay? It's like a personal reset, because the Magician is a #1 card, okay? It represents the very beginning, okay? Going back to factory settings, going back to the beginning, okay? And it's time to rewrite who you are and what you're capable of. That's what this is saying, okay? It's like saying, you know what you want and what kind of life you want and how you want to live, okay? You can do it, okay? It's saying trust your intuition and be creative during this time, okay? Yeah, creativity is very important, okay? Now, if you're someone, because not everyone has a career, there are certain people who are retired. Okay, so there are certain people who are not working. They're retired. Okay, so if I talk about career, it's going to be unjust for them. But this represents not just career, but how you go about in your daily life. Okay, think of it that way. What this is saying is that it's saying follow your dreams. We see it there as well. Okay, follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. And whatever felt like a luxury to you before, because this is like in its downside energy, you may have felt that, oh, you don't deserve this, or this is too expensive, or this is too luxurious, you can't do that. It's not that you can't do that. It's because you believe you can't do that. Okay, so what this is saying is that following your dream is not a luxury for you anymore. Okay, that's the message I'm getting for you. Okay, and then that's what I'm seeing in regards to your everyday life, your career, how you attain finances, or what you do with your money, because money is not just about your necessities, it's also about how you use it to bring meaning to your life. Okay, it could be like, let's go on a holiday, I want to do some hobbies, or okay, so that's what this is talking about in regards to when I say career. It's just relating to how you go about in your everyday life. That relates to not just manifesting your money for your necessities, but manifesting a meaning into your life. Okay, that's what real abundance is. Also, when this also points towards love. Okay, this one here, it's saying listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, don't suppress it, feel it, acknowledge it, and move towards it. Okay, it's not saying that you should chase after it or anything like that, but just embrace it, embrace love. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. We've got the Sun card here, which is showing me that for you the future looks bright. Okay, the future, because it's in the outcome position, it looks fun, it looks creative, it is beautiful. Okay, so yeah, creativity is very important for you during this time. Dance, music, writing, painting, crafting. Okay, all of this is actually going to be very good for you. Okay, it's very good for you. So that's what I'm getting for you, Pisces. Okay, and know that you are never alone. You've never been alone, and you will never ever be alone. That's what this is saying. Okay, if you felt lonely, you're not alone. At least you've got your higher self, at least you've got source. Okay, so yeah, that's the message there. So that's for you, Pisces. Enjoy this amazing energy of the moon. All right, let's move on to the first sign of the zodiac. We're going to the beginning now. Okay, so this is going to be a reading for Aries. Okay, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Patience. Well, patience is probably a good card for Aries, because Aries are, it's very rare for Aries to be patient. Okay, patience. So it's saying, I accept that everything happens in divine order. Now, let's ask for some tarot cards. I want 5 cards. Ooh, look at them, they're all jumping. Okay, we've got our cards. Let's see what comes through. Okay, so we've got a lot of these emotion cards, okay, emotion cards, or cards that relate to your emotions, your inner world, okay. And you're asked to be patient. You're asked to go inwards. You're asked to go into your heart, okay, into your imagination, into your heart. Listen to your intuition. So this is a time for you to be patient. It's a time for you to be calm. Allow what comes through during this time, okay. It's very much connected to your inner world, which is more related to, with this one I'm seeing more like your subconscious, okay. It's not a very outward energy that I'm getting. It's more like inward. Even with the earth energy here, it's like going inwards, holding in, going in, okay, holding on to. And it's pretty much saying that you need to be more calm, okay. Be more calm, listen to your heart, listen to your inner world, go inwards, connect with that child within, okay. We get children there. This is also related to children. Connect to that child within, even this one. There's a lot of child energy, okay, child energy, children, child energy there as well. But we also have this Ace of Cups here, okay. So this is pretty much saying that there are new seeds for this new cycle that's being planted, okay, during this energy. Now, it's not going to happen during that day instantaneously. Patience, okay. It's an unfolding. This is like when you put the seed in the ground and you have to wait for it to sprout, okay. So that's what I'm seeing there for you. You're also getting this message, the message here is saying that you need to meditate, you need to walk in nature, you need to meditate, pray, take a nap, be in nature, be alone, listen to music, listen to your inner self, okay. Listen to your heart. What is it that you want to let go of in your relationships or in your heart? Okay, it's time to listen to that. Kind of like looking at it, observing it. Okay. So what I'm seeing, this is also saying that you need to let go. Okay, it's time to let go. You have to stop holding on to things. So what I'm getting, the message here is, it's saying you need to let go and make room for that's not the right way to say it. Okay. They're saying that it's you're making room for what you are letting go of. Okay, I think that's coming through correctly. You're making room for what you are letting go of. Oh, I don't know what that means, but I suppose whatever it is that you're holding on to, you need to let go of it. It could be like, you know, maybe you need to release the tension, okay, to allow it to come your way, okay. However this may be resonating with you, okay. So the message is that you need to let go, or you need to make room for what you are letting go of. Okay, that's the message I'm getting. I don't know how it's going to resonate with each and every one of you, but that's the message I'm getting. Okay. Yeah, that's all I'm getting. I don't even get anything relating to, oh, okay, so with career, the message is that you will be doing something in the background rather than in the forefront. Okay, that's the message also that relates to career, being more in the background. Okay, behind the scenes. So that's what I'm getting, Aries. Patience. That's the main message. Okay, so enjoy this new moon in Pisces. Taurus, sun, moon and rising. Okay, so let's have a look and see what comes through for you. Imagination. Okay, so what does this say? Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Okay. All right, so I'm going to ask for 5 cards through the tarot. I just dropped all of those. Okay, please forgive me. They didn't jump out. I dropped them. There's a difference between a card jumping out and you dropping them. When you drop them, it means you're clumsy. Okay, let's have a look. We've got the moon. Yes, the moon, the new moon. 4 of Wands, Judgment, Ace of Wands, and 5 of Cups. Now, I don't read reversals because every card embodies both energies. Okay, you have to look at both. You have to look at the downside and the upside in the energy. You can't say, okay, this is just positive and hold on to the positive energy, or this is negative and hold on to the negative energy. You have to look at the potential there of either way, okay? And you have to use the energy to your benefit, okay? It's not telling you this is how it's going to happen. It's actually showing you a potential where you have the ability to work with that energy and make it benefit you, okay? It's like a forecast. Think of it that way. All right. So what do we see here? I see like a group of people. Now we see the moon here, okay? The moon can represent this energy is really affecting you, okay? Firstly, you could be very much affected during this time, yeah? And now this all depends on your imagination, how things unfold. So think of it this way. You've been given ingredients to cook a meal, okay? If you use your imagination and do it in a certain way, you are going to cook an amazing meal. But if you don't use your imagination and just do the job in a mundane, in a very boring way, it's going to end up being really bad, okay? So the moon energy is affecting you in more so than the other signs. Okay, you're not the only one, but you are one of the ones that are being affected, Taurus. Okay, that's all I can say, because that's what happens when this moon card comes through. It's saying that it is affecting you strongly than, say, the other signs. Okay, so this can also represent something that you've been confused about or you have been in the dark about. Okay, this could be about the type of people that you are connecting with, because I'm seeing a lot of people around you. That's you in the middle. Okay, there are people around you, and this is like the people that you associate with, you collaborate with. Okay, and how they're kind of like shaping your life. We've got the Judgment card here. This could be like, are you judging yourself or are you being judged? Okay, it does kind of like relate to the people that you network with, okay, like friends, groups, etc. It also feels like, you know, people from the past are coming back. Okay, that's also another thing, like people you haven't seen for such a long time, like friends, okay, coming back together. Maybe you're moving back home. I'm also getting like moving back home. How many Taurians there are moving back with their parents? Okay, that's a possibility here. Okay, so yeah, there's this strengthening of the connections, okay, coming through. What I'm getting is also new people coming in. Okay, we've got the Ace of Wands here, which represents new, okay, new energy. There are also new people. Besides old people coming in, there's also new people coming in. Now, this is also strengthening your connection with the people around you. Okay, now what does this have to do with imagination? The way you judge yourself, or you think that you are being judged. Okay, so if you're thinking that people are judging you, this can go the down way. If you're judging yourself too much, this could again go the down way. Okay, so instead of feeling like you're being judged by others, or you're judging yourself in regards to how you connect with others, what you should look at is, what are you learning from them? What are they reflecting to you? Okay, the moon is reflective, so it's pretty much like, what are they reflecting to you? Instead of going into the rabbit hole of your imagination and making up things that are not even true, okay, listen to your gut instincts and your intuition. Otherwise, this could mean that you may end up losing out on some connections. Okay, so what you need to do during this time, if you are very imaginative, okay, and your imagination is taking over, where you feel like you're being judged or you are judging yourself in relation to how other people see you, okay, what you should do is you should say that you attract the right people into your life, and imagine that all the time. Imagine that you're always attracting the right people for the right purposes into your life, always. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you, Taurus. Enjoy this new moon energy. Okay, moving on to, we've got Gemini next. Gemini Sun, Moon and Rising. Oh, Okay, got one card popping out. Oh, we've got imagination again. It's very, very much Gemini energy, very much Gemini, the imagination. Okay. Yeah. Well, I suppose, you know, there must be a reason why this imagination card is coming through for Gemini as well. But Gemini doesn't need extra imagination. They're full of it. Okay. They are the master of imagination. Okay. I suppose everyone's, you know, imaginative in their own specific way, with their own specific strengths and weaknesses, not just strengths. 2, 4, 5. Okay. Knight of Wands, 3 of Pentacles. Okay. So we've got a lot of this energy that relates to connections, collaborations, and choices coming through. But it's also related to building something, okay, where you're working together with maybe a group of people, you're building something. There's also something relating to love. So what does this have that relates to love? Okay. So this can relate to your goals, okay? We got this Knight of Wands that is like, you know, very adventurous, very focused in regards to their goal, okay? And there are choices coming up. The choices are there. Do you love what you do? Okay? You're building something. It's pretty much like this also looks at, you know, how like your balance in relationships also is coming through. Okay, that's another thing there. So in regards to relationships, all I can say is that you need to find balance in your relationships with the people that you love, where you avoid any kind of stress, work stress that will be affecting you, because we're getting this here. Okay, this is like stress, self-undoing, or oppression, suppression, all of that. You know, it's very it's a negative card. Okay, so we got that. In other words, the way your relationships are your choice. So are you going to work it out, or are you going to become like resentment, and are you going to feel resentment, or are you going to feel aggressive? Okay, there's also that energy there. Now, it doesn't mean physically. This usually represents verbal aggressiveness. Okay, so how are you going to work things out? It's saying you need to balance it out. Okay, again, the imagination relates to whatever you think, whatever you imagine will manifest. Okay, so instead of thinking about the downside of situations, think about the benefits, think about the good side, the upside. Okay, think of the good and be grateful. Okay, gratitude is also a good thing here. So what I'm seeing here, okay, this can also relate to career, and I'm getting like, because we've got the 3 of Pentacles, what is it that you're building? Where am I going to be in the next 3 to 5 years? Okay, 3 to 5 years. Who do I want to be? within these time frames. Okay. And what is it that you love doing? In other words, what you're doing, is it something that you really love to do, that you enjoy, that you love, that brings meaning to your life, or are you doing it just for the money? Okay, so what does true success mean to you? Okay, that's what's coming through. So with your imagination, you can achieve what you want to achieve. You can make it successful. You can build something. You can have that beautiful relationship in balance with the choices that you make, or you can end up with a self-undoing thing. Action. Okay, your actions are how things will work out. Okay. Your security is going to come through your ability to find balance in your relationships. Now, the security meaning not just security in the relationship, but also security in your career and your finances, all boil down to how you have balance in your relationships. Okay. If you're able to have balance, then everything will be more secure in the sense of feeling at ease, feeling meaning in your life, feeling happy, fulfilling, and security will ensue. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here for you, Gemini. Okay, so enjoy this beautiful Pisces new moon. Okay, let's move on to Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see what comes through for you. Okay, we've got two cards for you. Okay, two cards jumped out. We've got friendship and we've got honesty. Cool. Okay. Now, what does this say? Friendship, it says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Okay. And honesty is, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Okay. Let's see what comes through the tarot cards. Okay. I want 5 cards. So the Queen of Cups here is related to Pisces energy. Okay, she's water element, so it can be Pisces, it can be Cancer, it can be Scorpio. I see the Pisces energy here. Okay, so I also see something relating to travel coming through. Okay. There's something new coming through that relates to how you share. It can relate to friendships and honesty. Okay, so I'm getting this sharing, giving and receiving energy coming through there, connecting with someone from maybe a different background, that has a different belief, a different philosophy, but can bring some sort of, it's a new experience for you. That's, you know, maybe they're going to bring some sort of meaningful inner fulfillment to you, okay, the connection that you have with them. This here represents travel, so you may meet this person during your travels, or meet these people, I should say. Okay, maybe it's not just one person, maybe it's a group of people. And I'm seeing friendship and honesty. So it's like, you know, you have to have a look at how honest or sincere people are towards you, rather than who they are and what their background is. And that's what I'm getting in this message. What else do I get here? What I'm getting is that it's like your heart is being opened, okay? And I'm getting like communication through maybe online communication with, you know, people across the globe, for example, where you're sharing information, okay? Sharing your beliefs, sharing a conversation, whatever it may be. But what I'm getting is that you're opening your heart to a new experience. This new experience is like, it's like you're opening your heart in a, like a child, like a very innocent child, okay, that does not judge, that does not discriminate. You're opening your heart to new experiences and connecting with others, having new friendships that are full of honesty. Okay, so, and there's also a feeling of contentment and healing there as well, okay, with this connection, or this it's almost like it's like a spiritual connection, it's like a soul connection. Maybe you're connecting with a soul family, okay. That's what I'm getting here, okay, in this energy. So that's pretty much it for you, Cancer, okay. It's a very beautiful energy. It feels like you're expanding, okay, expanding. Your heart is expanding, your mind is expanding. It's like you realize that, you know, maybe your soul family is not close to you, they're on the other side of the world or something like that, okay. That's what I'm getting here, and it's very healing. It's really, it feels good, okay. Very nurturing. So that's what I'm getting for you, Cancer, okay. So enjoy the new moon energy. Okay, moving on to Leo. What do we see for Leo? Okay, we got two cards for Leo as well. We've got grief and change. So with grief, it says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. That usually is the case. When something is gone, you usually kind of like miss it, okay. It's like there's a hole in your being that you can't, you know, it seems like you can't feel it. It's like an emptiness. And the change, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So maybe there's something that is changing that relates to grief, okay. But we'll have a look. We'll have a look and see what this is all about. The grief and change, both of these energies kind of like feel like transformation to me, okay. It's like the ending, you're grieving the ending, and there's a change. It's like a cycle for a new beginning kind of thing. Okay, but let's have a look. Let's see what comes through for you. Okay, Four of Wands. Okay, you and your money and getting like all that material stuff. There we go. The transformation energy is coming through there. The Death card. Yeah, it's very transformative during this time for you. Okay. So what I see is that there is a deep transformation here, because we got the message with these two cards. Okay, the grief and change represents the transformation. You know, it's what you go through in the emotions, the process when you lose something or something ends. Okay, but change is inevitable. Okay, there's always change. Change is something that does not change. Okay, it's always happening. So what I see here is I see a lot of people around you. This Four of Wands can also represent home. We see the Queen of Pentacles there. It's pretty much like where your home is, you know, your abode. Sharing the home with others. Okay, I'm getting that energy there as well. It's like you're letting go of the way you were, okay, because you're standing out pretty much here with your money, with your, you know, what serves you materially, okay, so what belongs to you, etc. It's almost like you're standing out. Okay, you're standing out, and you're going through this huge change where you're letting go of the old you. Okay, and yeah, the old you is ending, the new you is beginning. It feels like you are, because we see the King of Wands there. Okay, the King of Wands also represents someone who manages. Okay, someone who's at the top. It's like the CEO, the one that manages everything. Okay, so, or the business owner, let's say that. Okay, it's just an analogy, but what I see here is that you're completing something that was shared. Okay, and you're becoming more solo. Okay, and you're looking at what you have, you're transforming yourself. It's pretty much like you're also confronting your connections. Okay, you're confronting your connections, how you share things. It's like a restructuring of your financial or material things as well. There's a transformation of the material stuff. Okay, there's a restructuring. Okay, and what I get is that you're actually celebrating something. Okay, that you're celebrating because you're going solo. You're holding close to you what is yours, and you're going solo with what makes you feel stronger, not what makes you feel safe, what makes you feel stronger within yourself. Okay, whatever choice you make should always look at what makes you feel stronger. Okay, not safe, because that is ending. Okay, and you're celebrating your strength. What you're celebrating is letting go of what no longer works for you. Okay, and that's the change. So you're changing what is giving you grief that may have other people involved. This could be like, say for example, you have a business okay, and you have a partnership, or you have a connection with other people where you're in that business together, what you're doing is you're giving, and it's just giving you grief. Okay, so what you decide to do is you end it, you celebrate your freedom, and you're going solo. Okay, so that's the kind of analogy I can give here. Yeah. And the message here is saying that you need to confront any kind of connection or relationship to make it more real. Okay, so not sugarcoat it, to make it feel comfortable where you're deep down uncomfortable. Okay, so confront it and make it real. If it's gonna stick, it's gonna stick. If it's not, then it's gonna be gone. Okay, so that's the message that's coming through. You're letting go of what no longer works for you. Okay, it's time to change something that's giving you grief. That's what I'm getting here in the message. Okay, so that's for you, Leo. So enjoy this beautiful new moon energy. Okay, Virgo sun, moon and rising. Let's see what message comes through for you. Okay, really wanted to jump out. Relationships. Okay, this is you know, like really in sync because it's a Pisces new moon, and Virgo is the opposite end of the zodiac wheel from Pisces, which is associated with relationships. Okay, whether it's a business relationship, whether it's related to whatever type of relationship. Okay, but it usually relates to how you're connecting with another person. Okay, so the message here is, I am attracted to those people who serve my highest good or higher good. Okay, that's what I'm getting there. Well, let's have a look and see what the tarot cards are going to bring through. Okay. There we go. Relationships. And the disconnection there as well is coming through. And one more. Okay. So what am I getting here? The Queen of Swords here represents the single person. Okay, usually represents the female, but this is just a symbolic thing, so it's kind of looking at the single person. Okay, single, separated, divorced, or widowed usually is a representation in the tarot. So this is looking at how you connect with yourself and how you connect with others, and emotional things that you move on from. Okay. It feels like if you're single, it's successful that you may actually start a new relationship. Okay, you may begin a relationship. You may transform a relationship where you were feeling alone, moving on from emotional hurts. Or you may come to a conclusion in regards to a relationship. Okay, that's another message that's coming through. Because this here, the Six of Wands, is how people see you. Okay, it's the card of success, or you're like visible to everyone. How people are seeing you. It's almost like your reputation or how people see you, your are you single, are you married, okay, how do they see you in this world, okay? So it's pretty much like that as well. What I see with these cards is that your relationship is, it's like it's growing to a higher dimensional, like, how would I say this? It's like you're adding a new dimension to an existing relationship. Okay, that's what I'm getting. This could be a partnership, this could be a relationship, this could be a friendship, okay? This could be a connection with anyone, like a parent, like a sibling, okay? It doesn't matter how, you know, who it is, but it usually does connect to, because of this and this, I'm getting like personal relationships more so, or business relationships. This can be like a business thing, but I'm getting more of that personal relationship energy coming through here. Okay. So if you've had issues within your relationships, this will be this will be overcome. I'm getting that there. Okay. And I'm seeing this Nine of Cups here, which is, it's like, you know, you're attracting healthy relationships into your life. Okay. You're transforming a relationship. That's another thing that I'm getting, because this represents like a wish coming through that relates to a relationship. So this could be like, if you're single, you're getting married, or you're getting engaged, or it could be you're sorting out your differences within your relationships. Okay, there's a lot of this success energy here. There's a lot of this soul, higher dimensional energy coming through. Okay, it's actually going towards the good, because this is like moving on from all the bad. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here. Okay, so that's for you, Virgo. Enjoy this new moon in Pisces. Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising. Let's have a look and see what is going to come through for you. Okay, we've got humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Okay, with the humor card, you can see the fat Buddha in the middle. Okay, so let's see what comes through the tarot. Queen of Swords. Very much related to Libra energy. It's air energy, so it could be air as in Libra, Aquarius or Gemini, but in this case it's actually showing Libra. Okay, what do we see here? So it kind of like is showing me something that is related to the psyche. Okay, we're getting this Three of Swords. Three of Swords are not emotional. They are sword cards, which represent the mind. It represents experiences that have been recorded in the mind, the psyche, that have been heartbreaking or bad. Okay, so that's what I'm getting there, as well as this one. Okay, it's like feeling like, you know, you've lost opportunities and feeling the grief, the sorrow. Okay, so what does this actually mean? Because I'm seeing humor here. Okay, and what I also see here is to me this looks like a strong pine tree. Okay, think of it that way, because this represents your ancestors, it represents your background, it represents years and years and years of strong growth. Okay, it's like the strong oak tree with the strong roots. Okay, that's been around for a very, very long time. Okay, so that's what that is showing me. But there's also this one here, something about new ideas, new discoveries. Yeah, something like that is coming through. So this looks like, you know, this is looking into your psyche. It is looking into your well-being. Because if something is not in balance in your psyche, in your mind, if something is not in balance, it can affect everything else. Okay, there is no balance when one thing is out of balance to the whole system. Okay, so I'm seeing something that relates to your well-being. What I'm seeing here with the Queen of Swords is it's like what you have learned up until now, or what you've been conditioned to be who you are. Okay, I'm not going to say what you believe, because this hasn't got anything to do with belief. It's more about how you've been brought up, how you've been shown the path, and you made some habitual ways for yourself in your everyday life. Okay, and it's almost like you've been looking at the negative, and that is the reason why a lot of things have been out of balance. That is why this card is coming through. Okay, it's saying that you need to look at things with humor. Okay, to be more light instead of this heavy energy. Okay, so these three cards here are very heavy. Well, this is not so much, but these two cards here specifically are very heavy energy. Okay, it talks about grief, it talks about heartbreak, it talks about, you know, the emotions, the heart being broken. This talks about recalling the heartbreak consistently in your mind and experiencing it like a vicious cycle. Okay, and what you experience in your life, whether it's emotional or usually it's emotional. Okay, because if it wasn't, you would forget. You'd forget that experience. You would not get heartbroken. The emotions feel, and the mind recalls, and it becomes crystallized within the physical body as an element. So what I'm getting here is something to do with how you see your life, the habits. Okay, the habit of looking at certain things in your life. You need to look at it in a more light, more humorous way. So it's saying, you know, you choose to focus on the lighter side of life. That's what this is saying. okay? You choose to focus on the lighter side of life rather than the darker side of life. And you will find ways, okay? So this is saying that you will find ways to transform yourself. You will find ways to become more, or it's like, you know, you will restructure yourself, your everyday life, your habits, okay? And it will be supporting you in your physical existence, mind, body, and soul, in a holistic way. Okay, there are many levels, if you can see, there are many levels to the existence. So that's what I'm seeing here. Oh, by the way, there's also something relating to pets. We see that little, looks like a horse, but yeah, there's something relating to pets as well. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing there for you, Libra. Okay, enjoy this new moon energy. Okay, next we've got Scorpio. So Scorpio, sun, moon and rising. Let's see what comes through for you. Okay, well, we've got these two being revealed. We've got success and we've got relationships. Okay, so the success is, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. And the relationship cards, I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Okay, those are coming through. Let's see what is going to come through the tarot cards. Oh, they're jumping out. Okay, that one jumped out as well. Okay, let's see. The Emperor, Ace of Pentacles, the Magician, Page of Wands, and the 8 of Cups. Okay, so what I'm getting is, well, we've got the Success card, which is pretty much like, you know, the Emperor also represents success and relationships. So there's also something relating to new beginnings, new ideas. The Magician there is also a new beginning. We've got the Page of Wands, which is like your, it's very creative energy. Okay, it's very creative. It's also the Page, which is like a child. So there's something relating to children there as well. Maybe your relationship to children. Okay. What I see is a lot of creative energy coming through. Okay, there's a lot of this creative energy coming through, and this creative energy, or this could be a project, okay, that's going to bring you success in your material world, where you may actually earn money through it. Okay, but the fun part is the exploring part. Okay, that's what this is also saying. The fun part is that you're creating something that brings you joy. You're creating something that is allowing yourself to lighten up, to play, to explore, to create. Okay, and at the same time it's bringing you success and security. The relationship card looks at your relationship to your success. Now, are you looking at success in regards to stability and money, or are you looking at success that is giving you meaning in life that's going to help you to bring security and money. Okay, so the relationship here is not so much related to other people, it's more so related to you yourself. Okay, how you bring meaning into your life through your endeavors. So that's what I'm seeing there. But it's like a new beginning. It's a new creative beginning, full of imaginative creativity. Okay, yeah, so that's what I'm seeing for you. Okay, I hope that this has given you some enlightenment, and enjoy the new moon energy. Excuse me. Alright, next we've got Sag. So Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. Let's have a look and see what comes through for you. Oh, we've got imagination and grief. We're getting similar cards coming through. Okay. Let's see what comes through the tarot cards. Queen of Pentacles. Judgment. Queen of Pentacles is like a homemaker. Okay, she's connected to her home, her domicile. She loves her home. Okay, yeah, so it's relating to home, it's relating to homeland even. Okay, so what I'm seeing is something relating to home is being renewed. Okay, I'm getting this renewal, like something that was dormant is coming back alive, where it's gaining momentum, where it's moving forward. You're moving away from all of that dark energy. You're ending something that you thought you had to deal with for such a long time. Okay, so I would say that you're probably transforming the home that you're in, or you're renovating. Okay, that's the kind of thing that's coming into my mind at the moment. So through your imagination, you can release a grief that is associated with where you live. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles is a homemaker. Okay, she is the one that is the mum that cooks, that, you know, she's a homemaker. She's the one that takes care of home. So it's pretty much related to home and home energy here. This could also mean that, you know, you may be also working more from home during this time. Okay, so whatever was giving you grief is being completed. Okay, and you're building something that is more safe, a home within yourself and around you. Okay, so that's the energy that I'm seeing here. Okay, something that was dormant is being renewed. Something relating to home and family that was not moving forward is now moving forward, and you're overcoming the difficulty relating to that. You're moving on from it, you're letting go, you're ending, you're completing it, and you're releasing yourself from the negative feeling of being pinned down to something that you don't like the idea of being in, that relates to home and family. Okay, that was giving you grief. And dream. Okay, the imagination here is saying Imagine where you would like to be. Imagine how you'd like to live. Okay. Imagine what makes you feel safe. Imagine where your home really is. This does not only relate to your external environment, it also relates to rebuilding your inner world. Okay. The home within. So your divine temple, which is your body. Okay. And your mind, your emotions, your soul, all of it. Okay. You could also be moving home. Okay, because I'm seeing that there. You could also be moving home. So that's what I'm seeing there. It could also be feeling like grief at the moment. But what you're asked to do is to imagine that you're releasing something that's been pinning you down, that has been like, you know, you're gaining your freedom. Eventually, you know, this is all being released and you're freeing yourself from this vicious thing that was holding you down, that you could not move forward in. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you, Sagittarius. Okay, so enjoy the moon energy. Okay, next we've got Capricorn. Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising. Let's have a look and see what comes through for you. Let's just take the top one because there's too many there. Okay, discipline. Sounds a bit like Capricorn. Okay, I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Discipline. Okay, you're ruled by Saturn, so it's very much that energy anyway, but let's see what else comes through. Okay, let's see what comes through the tarot. Okay, got the Hangman, Four of Wands, the Devil, and Justice in the end. Okay, so we've got the Four of Wands here, which relates to your local environment, because the Four of Wands always shows where your home is. Okay, so it relates to your local environment. Discipline. Getting a lot of that Devil card and Hangman. Very contradictory energy here. Okay, the Hangman is very Neptunian. It's all about freeing the soul by seeing different perspectives. The Devil here is very Saturn energy. It's like, you know, it's holding you down, restricting you, pinning you to a certain way of being for a certain duration of time. Okay, it can also represent the material world. It can also represent habits, bad habits. So this is looking at maybe habits. Okay, maybe you've got certain habits where you're we've got the Hangman there, you've been putting up with something for such a long time, and you've wanted to say something for a long time but couldn't, and there's a way to express yourself, and this relates to maybe people around you, your local environment. It could be people that you connect with, you know, in your everyday world, and you're releasing yourself from this bondage. Okay, there is honesty here. Okay, there's honesty, and justice is going to ensue, but it's saying that you need to be disciplined. In other words, to accomplish what you set your mind to, you need to be disciplined so that you can free your soul. Okay, this is where you're freeing your soul. That bird is what you're freeing, okay, which is your soul, and you're finding justice. Okay, and there's also like a karmic situation that's coming to an end, but you need to be very disciplined to be able to go through this. Okay, so say to yourself that you are planting the seeds of courage today during this new moon, so that you can truly express your best self. Okay, so that is for you, Capricorn. Let's move on to the next sign and enjoy this new moon in Pisces. Okay, next we've got Aquarius. Aquarius sun, moon and rising. What are we seeing for you? Okay, we've got service and we've got abundance. Okay, so those two cards are coming through. Let's see what is coming through the tarot cards. I will show these cards up front, up close, so you can see what is written on them. That one actually wanted to jump out. Okay, so Aquarius, you're the last sign today, just before Pisces. Okay, so service, what we have is this card. Now, I'm wondering if I can actually get it to, yeah. I feel good when I can help others. Okay, that's coming through as service. And this one is abundance, which is saying I am limitless. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Maybe through service, maybe through being of service to others. Okay, so let's have a look and see. The Hermit is guidance, being the guru, the teacher, the guide. The Knight of Wands is showing me it's more so, besides spirituality, it's more so based on philosophy. Okay, we've got the Two of Swords, Five of Swords, and the Judgment. So you have been confused in regards to how you are of service to others, because you don't see your value in this. Okay, in this situation that you're in, you don't see your value in it, or your worth. Maybe you are afraid that people are judging you, people are going to condemn you. Okay, so that's what's coming through, but these are the beliefs that you need to release from yourself to be able to attain abundance in your life. The abundance is not just money, it's about finding meaning in life, finding the ability to be abundantly fulfilled. Okay, so what this is showing to me is like this can relate to money. Okay, it can relate to money because abundance can also be money. So you have to ask yourself the question, Okay, you have to ask yourself the question in regards to your value. How valuable are you? Okay, so the question needs to come from within. And you need to rewrite that question. Okay, it's not about asking how valuable you are. Okay, it's about knowing that you have the right to be valued. Okay, so I feel as though there is something new coming through. It can have some sort of international connection that is related to guidance, teaching, or showing the way. Okay, that is of service to others, because the Hermit is a number 9, which is associated with Virgo, and Virgo in astrology is service to others. Okay, so there could be a possibility that you may find some sort of income coming through an international connection that is related to service to others. Okay, but for you to be able to do this in a good way, you need to let go your confusion or fear relating to being judged, or your fear of being condemned. Okay, so you need to value yourself to be able to be valued. That's the message that's coming through. So what you need to say is, you need to say, I deserve and demand to be valued because it is my birthright. Okay, so that's the message that's coming through for you, Aquarius. Excuse me. So take care of yourself and enjoy the new moon energy.